Alright then, guys and gals of the internet, it is time once again for us to delve into the wonderful world of Shadowrun.
Yay!
As usual, Mothangel is with me.
Yay! And mothangel is a little bit tired today because she just had her very first day of the introduction week at university at the history course. So hopefully I'll get talkative as usual. So you have something to listen to when Varren is concentrating on fighting the enemies and winning and losing a bunch of times as well. Just remember to save and don't give me that look because you know it's true.
Okay, let's jump in. And let's finish this mission we were at.
Yeah. Well, you should be happy that there's no, bridge building in this game, so breaks him every time.
God dang it.
Oh yeah.
That's really going to haunt me until the end of my supposed career.
You know what? I think that's a good thing. It's a good thing for a channel to have a bit of a, history and a running in joke with the crowd. Okay, so we burst through the doors, and there we are. Ooh, there's glory. My wonderful glory.
Here we go again.
Here we go again. And it feels so good, and it feels so fine. I don't know what's wrong with me. Sorry, guys. I'm tired.
There's a lot wrong with you, but we'll be able to handle it.
Yeah, I know. But usually there's not this much wrong with me. So, yeah. I went home last weekend to celebrate my birthday very, very late. And my dad had bought me a Kindle.
Very
and
nice.
Yes, so at the moment I am reading Shirley Jackson, a collection of her short stories. The Lottery is among them, though I haven't got quite that far yet. But they're really, really good. So yeah, I really like it. It's still a little bit weird to handle the Kindle in my hands when I'm reading. I'm used to have like a big old book, but I found when I'm, in the bed, it's quite nice because it's not weighing a ton on me when I'm a little bit tired and I'm trying to read, I'm trying to handle the book and everything. So quite practical.
Yeah, Kindle is really
nice.
good actually. I mean, I have a. It's called a Kobo, but it's kind of Kindle e-reader e.
But yeah, the thing is though, I do like to actually have books. You've probably all seen the Beauty and the Beast when he gives her the library. I'm always like, I want that. I wanted that from when I was a teeny tiny kid. So I'm going to make that for myself. But I'm thinking that with the Kindle, I would like to read more short stories. So I was thinking that with the Kindle, I could get short stories collection, because usually with short stories, they're usually never published in a nice hardback cover. Usually they are cheap paperback books, because it's not the most profitable kind of literature that you can buy. Which is a shame, because there are many great short stories out there.
There are.
So I'm looking into getting a lot of short stories on it, and I've also looked into getting some Penguin Classics on it. Again, Penguin Classics, they are wonderful books, and I love them for printing a lot of, again, the classics and a lot of more scholarly books that would otherwise be quite expensive and difficult to come by. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch again. But again, they don't look amazing on a bookshelf. I am a little bit vain with that, though with some stories, I
So
just love and appreciate them so much that I need some, you know, to have a copy, an actual physical copy of it. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is one I would love a physical copy of.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, and Treasure Island as well, also by Stevenson. Because, goddamn, those are amazing. But yeah, I'm thinking that the Kindle is going to be a wonderful thing to have, though I am afraid that I'll accidentally spend quite a bit of money on it.
Always the possibility, yeah.
Yeah. And I can't spend too much more this week, though it's almost the first. It's almost the first. I'm close to getting paid. But yeah, expensive to start up at uni, because you have to pay a price for the pub crawl and then the party Friday, and there's also the books, and I think I only need one others, but it's still going to be really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And fisting for the win! You fucking
Always.
missed. You
Yeah,
missed.
it
Did you forget? Did you forget to put on the lube?
Maybe.
Varren, did you forget to put on the lube?
Don't judge me, okay? I was in a hurry.
Glory is just shaking her head, going, "Oh my fucking god!" Don't stress over your kills, Varren. Just, you know, take your time, make sure you get it right, and just kill them. So I have to say, it doesn't look too bad so far. So I think we have a good chance of winning.
It looks pretty good from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. It's not going to be another bridge. That has to be built. I just broke him a little bit more, guys, for your entertainment and for mine.
Always for yours.
Yes, I can be quite cruel,
Yes.
but only to those I care about.
I'm both terrified and loved by that. You confuse me.
Well, that's my job. I'm a woman after all. We are supposed to be quite confusing to guys.
You got me there. At least you admit it.
Well, I don't see no reason not to.
Put you over here. And now you can see
So,
anything. Great.
woohoo! Come on, Dietrich. Show us what you got.
I think we almost got it.
Good. Oh, and also today at history we had like an introduction kind of lecture, and one of the heads of the department were talking to us about, you know, what history, how we can use it and how it has been used, and important people who had studied history in the past, as Danish people who had studied history in the past. And he was also taking up a topic that's quite relevant at the moment, which is, I'm not going to go deeply into it, don't worry, the removal of the monuments in America, the Confederate monuments in America, and the flag, which was quite interesting and also quite relevant for the paper I just wrote on the Turner Diaries. So that was fun, and he had a lot of interesting viewpoints, some I hadn't quite thought about. But he also seemed to have a few where I was like, yeah, just use common sense, and I think you could take a bit more time to research it. Just saying.
We won the battle.
I can see that. We all gathered up, and Gloria's looking wonderful as usual. She's my girl.
You'll never stop swooning over her.
No, because she's my girl, and I'm hers.
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, I can put it in a spank bank if I want to. Don't pretend like you don't have a spank bank full of characters from games, movies, whatever, and people. We all do.
All right then. You got me there.
Ah. Well, you're a human being. You have a pulse, and you're not asexual. So.
Well, even asexual people have like
An urge every once in a while. True.
I mean, they don't want to masturbate, but they're like, oh yeah, I like this character.
It's more emotions.
All right, time to get this dialogue. It's happening again, people.
It always happens. Always.
Maxim looks up at the sound of your approach. If he's surprised to see you, he doesn't show it.
God damn. Show your emotions. Come on.
Crazy night, huh? He pulls a flask from his jacket pocket and takes a long swig, then looks you in the eye. I hope this isn't worth the trouble. Any luck finding our money in there? I like last one.
What does the last one say? I can't read it because the box is in the way.
Oh, it says no money, but there are a few less racist in the world, and all in all, I think they're going to call this one a win.
That's the punching Nazis comment. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that. I do like the first one though. The first one, the options. But yeah, it's your character, so it's up to you. Besides, you control the mouse.
Yes, exactly. But what is your problem with the punching Nazis argument?
Because you are using violence to show that violence is bad. It just doesn't fit. And besides, if you want to be better than the Nazis, you have to be better than the Nazis, and that takes a different approach. Okay, if it's in self-defense, by all means, but don't give them an excuse. And also when it comes to converting people who believe in the Nazi ideology and the whole racist, spiel, you don't convert them by punching them in the face. You just, what's the word? You just prove to them that their view of the world is actually true, that what they're doing is right. You validate their views even more. If on the other hand you have a conversation, you have a debate, you have a discussion where you actually try to listen to them, even if they don't want to listen to you, they don't have to. Just, show that you can listen to them, and you ask them a bunch of questions, make them think, so that when they leave, they had a good and positive experience. They're more likely to change their view over time. You see that with former neo-Nazis like Mink. I think his name is Frank Mink. He was a neo-Nazi for many, many years. You can actually see him in some of the shots from the HBO documentary, Race War, I think it's called. So the way that he actually got over it was that he's had to get a job, and he got a job for a Jew. And his friend was like, I know you're a neo-Nazi, is it fine for you to work for this Jew? And he was like, yeah, sure, as long as I don't have to talk to him. And the Jew actually said the same about him. He was like, no, as long as I don't have to talk to him, that's fine, I can work with a neo-Nazi. And then, after a while, his girlfriend got pregnant. And they're like, we don't have the money for a kid, and we don't know what to do, what do we do? And he contacted his boss, who was Jewish, and he said, well, you know what, bring her in. I'm sure we can find a job for her as well, so that you have double income. And he helped them out tremendously. So that sort of helped him get over his hate and his prejudice towards other races and religions. And you should actually look him up on YouTube, because he is quite cool. He has had some good speeches, and his book is also quite interesting. He's a man who has really been down, and he has quite a fine life if he stays clean of the booze and the drugs. But I also think he did a piece for AJ Plus with another former neo-Nazi, where they were actually talking about exactly this point. And one of the granddaughters from Phelps, the founder of Westboro Baptist Church, did a TED talk recently. It's also up on YouTube. It's like 30 minutes long, where she also talks about what got her out of the Westboro Baptist Church, and it was actually the same, that people wanted to engage in conversation and debates with her and ask her a lot of questions, and they didn't just shout obscenities at her, that they were actually listening to what she was saying and trying to find common ground. And she's talking about how the approach that was used for her, especially on Twitter, how that actually got her out of the Westboro Baptist Church. And it's very much the same as just listen, don't be violent, don't shout back, just be calm, ask questions, don't be a troll. She said, assume good intent. That was one of the points, which I think is true that you should, because the people in Westboro Baptist Church believe that they're actually doing the right thing. So if you assume that they're doing what they're doing out of the good heart, out of the good place, then you're less likely to just dismiss them. And with skinheads, many times it's actually the same thing. They believe that they're doing the right thing for a smaller group of people, only the white race. But when it comes to racism, for them, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because they see it as restoring order to the world and putting everything in its proper place. So for them, they have good intent. So being a racist for them is not actually a bad word. So you assume good intent, have a conversation, ask them questions, get them to think, and then eventually they will come around. So that's why I don't like the punching Nazis. I'm sorry it took so long to explain it, but that's it.
All I will say is if they have been proven fucking douchebags and show no signs of reprimand, I'm like, yeah, fucking punch them.
Well, you know, everyone's entitled to their approach.
And only actual Nazis.
Okay, then. So if you ran into Goebbels then tomorrow at the grocery store, you'll be like, yeah, I could punch you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'd agree with Goebbels. I could punch him too.
Also, hey Shadow, sorry for that little tirade.
Yes. Hey Shadow, we were talking about punching Nazis and why I do not like that, you know, sentiments. So it took quite a long time to explain, and I don't think we should go into it again.
Nope, okay.
I think we should just choose an option.
Yeah, I'm going with the last option. No money, but there are a few less racists in the world. All in all, I think your goal is one, I win.
So you're doing that to spite me now?
He nods.
Well,
I can live with that. Let's get on the van. Okay.
God, I'm already behind. It's fucking ridiculous.
Alright. Thank Christ that's over with. You okay, Alexander? The young man looked shell-shocked. He held his rifle clenched tight in his trembling hands. Yeah, Uncle Dietrich, yeah, I'm okay. But
Aww.
those guys, I knew them. One of them was my bunkmate. I killed him.
Yeah, but they were going to kill you. That's self-defense, that's okay.
Couldn't be helped. If you hadn't, he'd have killed you, believe it. We're gonna take you away from here, back to the Curse Bazaar. Get the help that you need.
And also, Shadow, I saw that 40 doodles are done. That's amazing. And I saw the picture you posted on the art books. The little rats were adorable. I wish I could draw rats like that, because that was so cool.
Now to sell them for burrito money.
What the?
Yeah, okay, Uncle. Okay. Dietrich glances over his shoulder, locks eyes with you. Thank you for this, boss. My nephew is safe, and I owe you. One other thing. A dragon slayer is happy too. We just did a ballsy thing. Protected my family, and gave a monster a bloody nose in the process.
Well, that's not a bad day's work.
Glad to hear that he approves. He should be. When the dragon slayer is pleased, he tends to be generous with his rewards. He grins. I can feel the power coursing through me, boss. I don't know what form it'll take yet, but it's there, and soon enough I'll be able to use it.
Oh, God.
I don't mean to break this up, but we need to get moving. Kit, you're with us. The rest of you, pile into that other van. You continue having your moment when we get back to Shattered.
I don't like that guy. He's quite rude.
He's not paid for the hour.
Oh, Shadow, I wish I could teleport to the US right now so I could buy Halloween decorations to decorate my apartment all year round. Because we don't have that over here.
Nope. No, we don't.
No, I wish we did. Because it's an awesome looking holiday.
And even if we do, it's like just very generic.
Exactly, it is. You can buy some confetti and some orange and black, cardboard plates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so generic. It's so bad. Your subway car is empty on the return trip to the Kreuz Bazaar. This stretch of the sprawling U-Bahn tunnel system doesn't see much use. It seems. At least not at this hour. No, not at this hour. We're late. As the train routes on, you find yourself lost in thought. Old memories creep unbidden to the forefront of your mind. Memories of Monica in the old days. Ooh, Monica. Maybe she's in the dwarf Varren Kimbold's spank bank.
Maybe.
Yeah. And the crew that you used to run with. Memories of success and failure, of wealth and poverty, of good times and bad. Halfway back to the Kreuz Bazaar, you are jolted out of your reverie by a buzzing sound. A comlink. You're receiving a call.
Oh dear.
Who this?
New call, who this?
Yes. Oh, Shadow, I would love to try the Thanksgiving food. I actually saw a video on YouTube on like traditional Thanksgiving food and it looked delicious.
Your comlink buzzes. A quick glance at the screen tells you that Amsel is on the line. You pick up and his voice fills your ear.
Glory here. I'm just gonna go back here and have a drink because I know I'm going to be ignored right now.
Varren Kimbold, I trust that I'm catching you at a good time.
Oh God, Shadow, that sounds awesome. For Halloween.
Nice.
Why don't we have Halloween over here?
It's...
I don't even mind it's a commercial holiday. I just want all the decorations and shit so I can decorate my apartment.
Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs we have here.
Yeah.
All I want to do is just decorate while in the background is playing "This is Halloween, this is Halloween,
This is
Halloween, Halloween."
Yay! All we have over here is Festival, so I don't know if you have any equivalent to like Halloween in Belgium.
Well, yeah, it's technically we have kind of sort of Halloween, but it's like only in major cities where you have like Halloween party, quote unquote.
Yeah, like you can go to an adult Halloween party here
Yeah.
where everyone is dressed slutty and then they just play some kind of creepy music over the stereo and then they have, some orange skulls or pumpkins, like cutouts hanging on the wall. That's usually it.
Hey, Yosatsu.
Hey, Satsu!
Alright, let's continue.
I'm not a fan of food. Shadow! Food is amazing!
Well, as an Eldritch Horror, he just needs life force, not actual food.
True. And Cthulhu is also, feeding on his mind because he's creative.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm on my train back to the Kreuz Bazaar. Good, I have news. In your absence, I've made contact with another prospective client, a rather elusive woman of Atlanta descent. She calls herself Frau Müller. She would not discuss the specifics of the job with me, but she did tell me she was offering for the work. 36,000 Nuyen, an impressive enough sum to justify a consultation. When does she want to meet?
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You have to say yes.
In a half an hour. If you're on the train back to the Kreuz Bazaar now, you should make it here with time to spare. I insisted that if a meeting were to take place, it would have to be a location of your choosing. Frau Müller has agreed to this. Where should I tell her to meet you?
It's over a candlelight dinner in a romantic restaurant, so she can look us deeply into the eyes and contemplate whether or not she should actually sit on you.
Well,
Just like you.
Well, the options we have are the park, the U-Bahn station, or the cafe.
Well, I kind of want to say cafe, but I have a feeling that Altok is going to, snoop in on the conversation.
Well, he might do that anyway.
Yeah. The Urban's just a little too pop. It's just a little. I don't know. I would say the park.
Yeah, let's go full noir and just meet me in the park.
Yes. And we had to have a little bit of fog on the ground. And you're probably in a dark trench coat and a hat, and you're smoking heavily. And then you put out your cigarette. She comes along, and she's a babe, of course, because it's noir. She lit 2 cigarettes at once, and give one to you. And it had little lipstick marks around it. Just a little phallic, just a little, hint for a blowjob or something.
Exactly.
Because that's the way noir works.
But a statue in the park is public but secluded enough to discuss business in. Noted. I will set up the meet. Varren, there is one other thing. Your comlink cuts the static. A moment later, the lights in a U-Bahn car flicker and wink out. We hear the screeching sound of steel on steel, and the train grinds to a halt.
Ah, shit.
Ah,
and yes, Yosatsu, we need better Halloween. And when it comes to those parties, Shadow, it's the only Halloween parties there are. Otherwise, it's just like little kid stuff, and they don't go out trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating has become kind of a thing here, but it's not as widespread as you would think.
We do it for Festival in February, but you don't always get candy. Usually you get money.
Although, speaking of trick-or-treating, we have a tradition, New Year's singing, where you go. It's like trick-or-treating where you go around houses, but then you ring the bell, and then you sing a little New Year's song, and then you get all sorts of stuff.
Kind of like Christmas caroling, but just New Year's instead?
Yeah, it's with New Year's. That's the more common tradition here.
Belgians are strange.
Danes are strange too.
And yet you quite liked our food.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with your culture.
Food culture.
True.
We shared some pictures of the food that he ate when he went in Denmark, so in the Discord. So.
By the way, when are you going to post those videos you made of?
As soon as I have a moment. I mean, I've just been home with my dad. I had my iPad, but for some reason I couldn't get the Twitter app to work. Probably it worked the first day, and then the next day I was like, nope. Every time I went on it, it just turned off the internet connection, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. So I could see my email and I could see YouTube. That was it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to find an extra fuse. Never thought this game would make me go engineering.
Oh well.
Bridge controls. Oh, fucking bridges.
There's a bridge! Guys, there's a bridge!
Yes, I have to make a bridge in order to get over to the other side.
No, you don't have to make it, you just have to pull it down.
Yeah, but it's still... I'm working a bridge. It looks like the console would extend the nearby bridge to cross the tracks, but with the power out, the entire thing is non-functional. God dang it.
By the way, Shadow, what is a hostess cake?
Oh, that's a certain brand of... It's a brand of kind of like Twinkie like stuff.
Huh.
Something like that.
Ah, that's awesome, Shadow. I can't wait to see your paperback. It's going to be quite artsy, I fancy. And yes, see Yosatsu. And every time you mention it, Yosatsu, we break him just a little bit more. Just a little bit more for our entertainment. Just chipping away at our dear Varren. Ding dong sounds kind of dirty, Shadow. But Twinkies, I would actually like to try a Twinkie, because I watched Zombieland. I was like, I would actually like to try that. It looks a bit like it doesn't taste like much, but why not? I need to have Yogi tell me about tasty cakes. Okay.
Whatever those are.
Yeah.
Right, I can extend the bridge. There, I made a bridge. Although apparently there's also a game on Steam called Polybridge, where you actually make bridges.
I'm saying that should be your next game.
That would be the game if I hit like what 50 followers or something. Oh. Damn, this is a dark room.
Well, Shadow, I primarily want to try because it's like an American style. Oh,
Okay.
chocolate cupcakes. Mmm, sounds delicious.
Okay, there was a stuck door here. I was like, I can't move this, but Glory could. Glory could. So
Yay!
she
The
slams
cyber
her.
arm.
Yeah, she slams a cyber arm against the door, and a crack of splintering plastic fills her ears. The door pops open.
Glory is amazing. Just saying. She really is.
I got a grenade. Not sure if you trust me with a grenade, but okay.
Not really, but okay. Oh yeah, I heard about that. They went bankrupt with the Twinkies.
Hmm. I can't see shit.
Well, neither can I, so that makes two of us.
Reset breaker box. Breaker. Oh shit. And we're being ambushed. Alright, that will take 1 turn at least.
Oh fucking god.
Yay, more combat. And I fucking missed.
So yeah, guys, you missed earlier the entire punching Nazis discussions, but you have to go on YouTube to watch that.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to repeat it. Because I don't know. This last stream and then this stream, I felt that I kind of feel like our conversations, although they have been amazing, also tonight so far, they are not quite as light-hearted as the first few episodes. I'm not sure. I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. The last time we did talk a lot about Batman, which was fun.
Yes, we did.
Oh, red velvet cakes. I heard about those. Shadow, I think you want to make me even chubbier than I am.
You're fine, Moth.
I'm fine now, but when Shadow is done with me, with all the food he's going to force down my throat, I'm going to be a bit too chubby, I think. So he's going to make me eat all the food that he does need. I think that's kind of the idea I get from this. Though I'm not quite sure I would mind, because I also think that Shadow would treat me to the best places. And don't worry, Yusatsu, I hope that you enjoyed the Eclipse, because I think that's more important. You can always rewatch everything on YouTube.
Exactly. I haven't posted the previous streams, previous stream VODs yet, but I have most of them edited already.
Yay! And yes, Shadow, you are the light-hearted one. That's true. And you also do a good job of trolling Varren when I'm not here. So
Yes,
thank
yes,
you.
he does.
You are a better troll than I could ever be.
Now that's high praise.
I'm not a very good troll. I tend to be too sweet on people.
How do you
'cause they
miss?
don't like to
How do you miss the
respect.
punching? Jesus.
Did you forget the lube again?
I guess I did. Or I used chocolate flavor instead of pineapple. Well, maybe you are. Maybe you are a shadow.
Well, you are, you know, a Lovecraftian creature, so there might be a little bit of a demon in you. Yosatsu, on the other hand, is just pure sweetness. Punish sinners with hospitality. Ah. So you're a sweet demon then. That's fine. We need those kind of demons.
Nice one, Glory. Doing good work.
Go Glory, go Glory.
There we go. Killed them all. Now to pick something up here.
Ooh.
Encrypted PDA. Ooh. What's this? What's this? Well, that explains the horns.
Well, I can't say I'm not curious what you really look like, Shadow, with all the little hints you've been giving us. But I'm also fine with just looking at the plastic, or the paper bag rather, for a while. If you're more comfortable with that, you can. So. Yes, I am, Yosatsu. I'm very, very happy. The paper has been delivered, and I'm just waiting impatiently for the results. And I hope they're going to be good. I think I'm going to pass, but I still want a good grade. You know, I want more than just passing. And ouch, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, damn.
At least we had some advanced medkits.
Exactly.
No more basic lube for this group. Speaking about bags...
Don't bring up Shatman, Yosatsu.
I have no idea what Shatman is.
You don't need to know who Shatman is.
Okay. Fine. Although, Yosatsu, if you want to tell me, you can. Just hint, hint. Wait, nudge, nudge. Just saying.
How many grenades do you guys have? Jesus.
We only have one. That's not fair. They don't want to share the toys. They should share the toys. No, Glory, no! I think you're not in the Discord, Shadow? Do you have a Discord?
Yeah, he does have he has Discord, but he has decided to not be in the Discord itself.
Okay. That's fine. However, you know where you can find Varren if you change your mind. He is the Den Mother, after all. Yeah, I thought you were playing on Shadow's name, Yosatsu. That's why I did not understand why Varren was getting so upset. I was like, is it just a play on the word? No. But yeah, Shadow, I don't mind talking to you through a paper bag. I really don't. Yeah, I've come to accept the fact that people know what I look like when I'm not all done up and pretty, because every time I've been on Jack's stream, it's like, rolled out of bed, went to pee, and it's like, come on Skype. It's like, okay, brush my teeth, brush my hair. Sometimes you put a pair of pants on. Turn on Skype.
Sometimes.
And that's it. Yeah, sometimes. I have been without pants.
Lovely.
Shadow, not really. It's actually... I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's something that should stick, but I don't think it was a bad wordplay. If it should stick, it should be more flattering, I think. Bat bags. want bat bags, like paper bags shaped like bats? Or am I completely behind here? Again, sorry, I've been away for a while because paper and then going home to visit the family and yeah. So if I missed something in the slot pit, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. And I could see that Gory has the Gory hole now on Discord as well.
Yes, she does.
And she sent me invites while I was home and I had no access to Discord. So they expired. So I probably have to contact her.
Well, if you want, I can put you in it.
Ah, thank you.
Because I'm in it, for some reason.
Oh, you want the bat toad? Yes, 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 yes. All the yes. I want those too. Because the tea drinking bat is fucking adorable. And sorry, Satsu, still. I'm tired today. Yeah, you haven't heard. I'm very tired today. I had a long day because first day, introduction week, uni, new people and everything. And got up at 6. And I spent 10.5 hours out. Pretty much before I got home again.
Wait, what?
So...
No! No, Dietrich died. What? No!
Don't kill Dietrich!
I'm going to save scum. This is not the way he should die.
Yeah, Yusatsu just woke up, so... And... in a few hours, Yusatsu, I'll actually be going to bed, because tomorrow my alarm goes off at 5:30, because it's another day at introduction week. And tomorrow night, there's a pub crawl. I'm going to be very tired. And... we're building bridges.
No. I will not have Dietrich die like this. Save's coming for the win.
Oh, that's the worst. Like, did you talk to them on the phone, Shadow? Because I love my doctor, but his secretary, every time I call, you can just tell that all she wants is to just hang up on you, because she just hates talking to people. She actually did once hang up on me when I was actually sick and I had to get an appointment. She's like,
Jesus Christ.
Well, Shadow, don't be too hard on them. I mean, not many doctors come across Lovecraftian creatures very often, so they might not know what to do with you, you know, with your tentacles and many eyes and all that stuff. And also you're indescribable, so when they have to, you know, put down descriptions in the paperwork, that also becomes very difficult. So take a deep breath and just remember it's not fun for them either. And regarding the doodle, I would love to, but it's yours, so I feel bad for if you give it to me because I'm not sure I deserve it.
Yes, you do.
I mean, you already did, you know, the portrait, which I'm still so happy and proud about. Well, you know, the organs might have tentacles too, and again, if they're indescribable as well, it's not easy for them to deal with, so just take a deep breath and give them a little bit of time, and I'm sure they'll get it right. Even Lovecraft did at the end of his life. Not everything became indescribable. So just give him a little time. Oh, thank you, Shadow. Yes, it would. It would have a very nice home here. I would probably hang it across my desk, which I'm sitting at right now. This is where I'm always on the PC and doing my homework and everything. And there's room for a picture So it would be either right below my jewelry shelf or maybe above it. I think it would look cool behind my jewelry. And then I would have 2 paintings on the wall, or a drawing and a painting.
Exactly.
Ooh, ouch.
Die already. There we go.
Die, goddammit! You can't die fast enough. I don't want to build any more bridges.
I'd rather not.
Well, maybe if you did, you would get more subscribers. Cause, you know, it's funny watching you rage, or listening to you rage. Anyway. Aw, thanks, Shadow. That's so sweet of you. I'll keep that in mind. Why should I upload them?
Am I going to be just the editor around here?
Yeah, you're also the one playing the game, so. But yeah, if we upload on my channel, maybe that could be fun too. Oh, and also on Wednesday, 2 days from now, we have to dress up for the introduction week, and our theme is the 80s.
Nice.
Because we had to choose a decade that we like, and we chose the 80s. So I'm going to see if I can do a bit of a trad goth kind of look.
Nice.
No. I think it's going to be fun.
Go as Trash from Return of the Living Dead.
The only thing is, I can't really hairspray my hair. Because then I have to dye it all over again. And I'll have to spend a day with, like, blonde patches. That would look stupid. Oh. Well, my hair has faded to a bit more pinkish color, Shadow. When you have red and pinkish tone, it fades so quickly. When you dye it with a blue tone, like purple or just blue or green, it actually lasts for quite a while. I do tend to prefer the red, I think, but it also takes more maintenance. Oh yeah, what the stickers, that's true.
And Moth is more popular because she's a girl.
Boobs, they're amazing. They do a lot of good for you. I will try, Shadow. I have to dress up at home, so I have to ride the bus all the way to university in the get-up. But I'll try and take some pictures, some selfies, and upload them to Twitter so you can see it. Oh, and your hair turned into snakes again. Just remember to feed them, and because there's nothing worse than having a grumpy snake, you know, whispering in your ear, because it can make you all negative. And pessimistic and cynical. You know, if you feed them, they tend to be quite nice chatty mates. So I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna look through my closet to see if I can. I know I have some ripped stockings, some ripped fishnet stockings. If I cut off the ends a little bit, I can make them into, like, you know, the fishnet shirt, and then I can have a black t-shirt on top. And then I was thinking some black pantyhoses.
Good choice.
Like, yeah, all black, and then I have my black boots. I can't crimp my hair because I don't have like a crimper, but I can probably tease it. I can tease the shit out of it. And then all black around the eyes, and maybe a red lipstick or something. I think that would look good.
business
Thanks,
like
Shadow.
bridge building business. God dang it, Yosatsu.
Oh, thank you, Yusatsu. Just again, picking away at Varren. Soon there will be nothing but bones, nice and clean, and rattling in his cage. Oh yeah.
What are you
yes,
guys
I
trying
have
to plan
plans
to
for
do
you.
with me?
I have plans for you, Varren. I have plans.
Help!
Do the nostalgia critic where in the Batman and Robin review where he like leans into the camera and just like help. Yeah, I could imagine feathers being tough to draw, but again, you made 40 fucking doodles. You got some practice, you can do it. I believe in you.
You got the touch.
What's Nuclear Throne, Varren?
Oh, it's it's a game, kind of a roguelike, where you get different guns while playing it and shit.
Because Shisatsu is like, then he plays Nuclear Throne.
I'd rather not. Because I'm not a big fan of roguelikes.
You got the power! According to Yusatsu.
Well, he was finishing my the song lyrics where it's, you got the touch, you got the power, yeah!
I can really tell that your parents aren't home, I have to say, because you're making a lot more noise than usual.
That'll all change tomorrow. Then I have to be very, very quiet.